Um, sorry I didn't put gel in my hair today. Got my red shirt on, though, my red hoodie. Bruh. Future wife of mine, I don't know if you're seeing these videos, but apparently you have my phone number now. Assuming that I'm reading the universe correctly using these 9 gifts of the Holy Spirit I have. I don't know if you're watching these videos or if you're just watching me through the gift of knowledge. If you're watching these videos, I thought I would make one for you because I saw you crying. And I'm sorry. I know what it's like to have your bell rung by God, to accidentally not know how serious he is. It happened to me a couple weeks ago. He made me promise to do crunches every day because apparently you like abs, and I missed a day and I got in trouble. And I just thought, okay, when a king who's a father, who's God, says do this and you agree, it means you're going to do this because you agreed. And we're so used to living in the world that we forget that when we tell God we're going to do something, we need to do it because he is a king and he's talking to us like a king. And so it looks like you forgot that today, and I'm sorry. I was at work and I got a little bit of the discipline. I think I shared it with you. So like I got some of the disciplinary action was put on me. The same way like Jesus took disciplinary action for us, we can take it for others too. And so I shared with that, and I'm okay with that. I was just like, what is going on? Like my bell got rung and I had to calm down. And so just remember to get back up. And you're not going to want to for a few days and you're going to feel awful, but get up. Like the world needs you. And what's hard for you to understand is you're not becoming just someone important. You're becoming a queen. You're becoming someone who Earth is going to look up to. You're becoming someone like Esther. You're becoming someone close to Moses, someone close to Elijah. You're entering that level of playing field. And just to give you an idea how hardcore it is, King David did something he wasn't supposed to do. He counted his army, and he had a standing army as big as the United States of America. He had like over 1 million people in his army. And once he did, he got in a lot of trouble, and it ended up with thousands of people dying because he wasn't just somebody who was a king. He was somebody who worked with the authority of heaven. They say King David was even the inspiration for Jesus. Like he inspired God to have Jesus. I think he's even said to have the heart of, like, not like literally the heart of God, but he, like, his heart was very much like God's heart. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you. But pick yourself up. And I got a couple of things that I wanted to read. First of all, what was funny was when I got in my car, the song by Cake, She's Going the Distance. I guess it's actually He's Going the Distance, but it sounded like it was She's Going the Distance. He's going the distance, he's going for speed. She's all alone in her time of need because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and biting and riding the horse. He's going the distance. And I was watching my prophetic feeds, and I think a few of them were for you. Somebody offering something expensive, but it's cheap. It looks like there's monitoring spirits. that report back to demonic forces. So I'm going to pray about those, and I guess those are going to leave. And then, what was the other one? I think apparently you have my number somehow through a cousin. I don't know how, and you were supposed to call. But again, and then what else? Oh yeah, if you want to read the story about how King David got in trouble, it's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 24. And what else? Oh, I wanted to read, did I not put it here? Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Did I not transfer it? I thought I transferred it. Oh, great. I'll be right back. Okay, Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 6. Be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. I feel like that's important. I'm going to read that again. The English Standard Version. Be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. A pastor once said, don't hate discipline because God only disciplines those he loves. Apparently that's a Bible verse, but it sucks. I understand. It feels like your whole personality just got wrecked. But in a few days you'll feel okay. You'll start to piece yourself back together, and God will remind you how important you are. But the problem is, the future version of yourself is okay with what you're going through now, because you're going to bring so much joy to the world, because the world is going to become possessed by the fire of the Holy Spirit. And what you get when you're possessed by the Holy Spirit is power, unconditional love, and self-control, which allows for allows you to drive your life in the direction that you want. So you're going to bring upon like a great change in spiritual phenomenability to the world. And that's why you're somebody who gets knocked around so hard when you break what you didn't know was a promise with God. Oh, crap. I forgot this final thing I wanted to say to you. It's a quote from Charles Xavier, and he led the X-Men. If you watch the trailer for Days of Future Past, he says to himself, right? So just like you need to understand what your future self is going to become, he says to himself, because it's him talking to his past self, please, we need you to believe again. And so I'm saying that to you. We need you to believe again, to have hope, to have faith, to trust yourself. And I tell that to young Christians, like, before you even really think about God, you need to unconditionally love yourself, have faith in yourself, and trust yourself. And people will say, well, I'm going to fail. Yes, you will. But you're going to be glorious too. Anyways, I love you. Again, to the audience watching, why am I taking such a big risk instead of just trying to hide behind, be vague, keep this to myself? Because I need to prove I'm not a fraud or suffer the consequences of being a fraud. So either this is going to be one of the most glorious scientific, spiritual moments in all of human history, or it's going to turn out that I'm crazy, and I'm not crazy. I just healed somebody's back and neck 2 days ago, and he was like, I'm going to buy you a Coke. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, I couldn't do this a minute ago. I was like, you're welcome. I think we brought his back pain from a 7 to a 1. So that was great. Yeah, you're going to prophesy. You're going to heal people. You're going to tell people what's in their hearts. You're going to call the weather with the miraculous work of the Holy Spirit, the miraculous power of the Holy Spirit. It's called the 9 gifts of the Spirit. But anyways, I love you. I hope to hear from you. And I hope everyone has a happy Halloween. Yeah, I think that's it.